Hi Megan. I just woke up. This is gonna be another update on my IUD because it's been a few days and I figure I'll just say what's up. Oh god, I woke up. Also, I bit my tongue. It's really gross. Did you see the white bit? It's from my mom looked at it because she was a dental assistant. She's like, it's because you bit your tongue and you keep biting it because now it's swollen and it's lined up perfectly with my like back teeth and it's impossible to not bite it. And oh my god, it's so gross and it hurts so badly. This is a difficult morning. So anyway, okay, so if you remember, after I got it inserted, I said that the insertion part hurt, but other than that, there was no bleeding and no cramping. So, doctor had me taking 4 ibuprofen every 6 hours and 2 Tylenol on the alternating 6 hours. So I was taking pills every 3 hours, and it was 3,200 milligrams of ibuprofen a day and 4,000 milligrams of Tylenol a day, to, manage the cramping, right? And, this is so stupid. I forgot to buy Tylenol, and I was like, I'll probably be fine with just the ibuprofen. I wasn't. Then, like, the evening of / morning after my, first video, I had such bad cramps. You don't even know. They were really bad. I had to call in sick to work and everything, because, like, oh god, it was they really hurt. So, but then I found some Midol. You know Midol, right? It's for, like, menstrual cramps sort of thing. And that has 500 milligrams of acetaminophen each. So I started taking 2 of those, and that worked really well, for the most part. I, went to Nick's house later that day. We had, like, the nicest sick day ever. We hung out in our pajamas, and he gave me back rubs, and he read to me, and his mom made brownies. It was a good day, aside from me not feeling very well. But, so that happened, and then yesterday, I had to work. Like, I really had to work. Like, my manager really... I went back to Brugger's, by the way. My manager, like, really needed me that day, and I was feeling, okay, so I went in. But last night... I'm going to say right off the bat, I overdosed on ibuprofen, it turns out. So that's what all this stuff was. But I felt so bad. Last night, the movie The Room that me and Nick like to go to? Well, it was like I don't remember if it was the 50th anniversary or the 20th. It was some anniversary of when the movie came out. And the guy who wrote, directed, produced, and starred in it was going to be there. Tommy Wiseau. And I remember when they announced this last month, we were like, oh my god, let's go to that. And then I thought we missed it because I thought it was yesterday, or Friday, but it was also yesterday. So I call Nick up and I'm like, oh my god, let's go to this, let's go to this. He's like, I'm a little tired. I'm like, come on, how many times is he gonna be there? Probably like none, except today. So he comes to my house, and while I'm waiting for him, I start to not feel well, right? I mean, I was feeling kind of iffy when I got off work, but then I think it was because I was so excited. I was feeling okay for a while, and I started to not feel well. I got headachy and stomach upsetness-y, and I hadn't eaten in like 6-ish hours, but I wasn't hungry at all. Like, I was the opposite of hungry. And so Nick gets here, and we're just, it's like 10. We're sitting at the table, killing time, and I'm like, I'm not feeling well, and he's like, are you sure you want to go? I'm like, yeah, because I don't want to be a big asshole and drag you over here when you're tired and then not go to the movie. And, but we ended up not going, and I was really sick. Like, I was throwing up, and I was headachy, and I was shivering, and it was really scary, because, I mean, shivering... That was one of the things that they said, like, if you get unexpected chills, call 911, or call the hospital. But, I mean, Nick was on his iPod looking things up. He's like, your symptoms don't line up with anything that, the IUD, like, has, is linked to. It really lines up with too much ibuprofen. But I'm crying, and I'm freaking out, and I don't know, because I'm like... I don't know. I just don't want something to be wrong with my IUD. I'm really scared. I couldn't, oh god. So the Planned Parenthood nurse line's only open from like 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and this was like the middle of the night. And so I tried to find one that was like 24 hours, but all of them required you to be on health insurance before they give you any advice. I was so pissed because I called one and I told them what was happening, and they were like, okay, well, I can't, okay, well, what's your health insurance? I'm like, I don't have health insurance. They're like, oh, sorry, no advice for you. I'm like, fuck you guys. But I was crying and freaking out and not feeling well, so Nick gave me a back massage and read Sherlock Holmes stories to me, and he was really nice, and I was crying. He was like, shh, it's okay. He was really nice about it, and he wouldn't leave. I was like, I'm sorry, you can go home if you want. He's like, no, I'm not leaving when you're not feeling well. I'm waiting until you go to sleep. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, and even if you're still not asleep at like 3 in the morning, I will stay here for a while. I'm like, oh, you're so nice. But, so that happened. I woke up at 3 in the morning, and I still am not feeling very well. It's a little better, but I'm still not feeling well. I crawled into bed, because, I mean, Nick left after I fell asleep, probably around 2. It's, like, actually closer to 3:45-ish in the morning. I crawled into bed, but I couldn't fall asleep, and I kind of waited until 6 in the morning when I could call, because I was worried if I fell back asleep, I wouldn't wake up in time. So I waited until 6 in the morning, I called to work and called in sick today, and then I woke up again at like 8:30, and I feel fine. I feel perfectly okay now. I mean, I have some cramps because I'm not on any ibuprofen for it because it's all out of my system, and I'm not touching that shit anymore. But I'm not, my stomach is so empty right now, Megan. Oh my god, it's like going. It's making cracking noises, but. So I felt fine, except for that, and so I called, and the Planned Parenthood nurse line's finally open at 9, so I called them, and they're like, sounds like you overdosed on ibuprofen, girl, and I'm like, of course I did. So, sorry, there's a cat here standing on me. She just kind of walked over and started standing on me. Look at this. She's like right on my boobs. She loves to do this. Ow! Cat! Get your butt out of my face! Cat! Megan, do you have to put up with this from your cats? Cat! Cat! Stop. Sorry. So, I don't really know. I just I'm so disappointed in myself. I overdosed on ibuprofen. That's not hardcore. That's not kawaii. Oh my god. So anyway, but that's what's been happening with my IUD. In case you were wondering. If you weren't, that's perfectly legit, you know. But alright, that's all I have today. Bye.